Good morning, fellow resellers. So this morning I am tackling a pile of suits. I am going to slay this pile today. It's been sitting and accumulating for maybe like 3 weeks. I have four Jos A Bank suits. 4 Jos A Bank sport coats. For a while, Jos A Bank wasn't doing that well for me. Yeah, I would definitely consider it unless it's new with tags, I would consider it more of like a midline brand. 2 days ago, I sold 5 Jos A Bank suits in one day. So sometimes I don't know if like eBay just doesn't show them to people and they're just like in eBay oblivion somewhere, and then one day they just turn it on and they turn on Jen's listings and then people go, oh, and they buy them. I don't know. Makes no sense. They're on forever. They don't sell 5 in one day. Granted, one man did buy 3 of them, but still. So Jos A Bank, basically, what I prefer to sell as a Jos A Bank suit is a certain label, and that would be the Jos A Bank Executive Collection. Sorry, not the Executive Collection. Sorry, the Signature Gold. If you could, I don't know if you can see that now. This Signature Gold has Jos A Bank embossed on the lining, okay? And it also has hand stitching on the lapel. So that is, they usually always have a 4-button cuff as well. And most of the time, it has a double vented rear. This one only has a single, but it's also a larger size. The fabric is much more high quality. It has the hand stitching all around. So the Signature Gold, usually always a great seller. Little fact about my history on eBay. I'm planning on doing a video just kind of telling how I left my corporate job. It's kind of funny. I kind of have the same background as another reseller that does videos, 10K on the Bay. I really relate to him a lot because he's a car guy and I'm a car guy. Well, car girl. I worked in the auto industry. I was a finance manager. I had a 6-figure income. However, I also worked about 80 hours a week. And I just got married 2 years ago, second marriage, and I got pregnant right away. And I decided I can't work 80 hours a week and have, you know, a little baby. I can't do that to her. So that's just my situation. I have no judgment towards anybody who does. For my situation, it wasn't going to work. However, when you hustle every day and you're in sales and you're used to making that kind of money, you know, what are you going to do? So I turned back to eBay, and I used to eBay when my oldest kids were smaller, way back like in the early 2000s, and I actually had made a career of it then before I went to school for finance. And I just jumped back into it, and it is vastly different. I'm learning everything all over again, and not to mention now there's social media, and there wasn't social media then. And I mainly sold men's clothes. So I was living in the Boston area, and Foxborough actually, like 3 minutes from the Patriots stadium from Gillette. Like I could hear the games all the time, and it was pretty awesome. A great town to live in. However, I decided when I was going to go full-time with eBay that I was going to go, I have to choose different words, all in. I was going to go all in. So I moved all the way down the country. So I left Boston and I moved to Georgia. I have been in Georgia for almost 5 months. I essentially had to restart my eBay business because, guess what? There's no suits down here. It's 150 degrees every day. And so my business, like, it tanked. And I had to relearn everything I knew. Basically, nothing about women's clothes. So I turned to YouTube. And I don't know if you're supposed to say people's names that you follow, but I started watching Nicole State. And at first, you know, I was like, oh wow, like she's really smart, and she really actually inspired me. So if you ever happen to see this video, I learned a lot from you about women's clothes, and I'm thankful about that. And I think that your State's Great idea is like amazing. I think you're a freaking genius for coming up with that idea, and I'm really happy for your success. So I had to relearn everything all over again as far as women's clothes. And I am doing a pile of men's suits today, but believe me when I tell you it took a while for me to accumulate this pile because there really are no men's suits here. Okay, I will make a video more about me like another time, like who is this chick, like what's her deal, and where am I going. But trust me when I tell you that where I am today is not where I am staying on eBay, on online reselling. I would consider myself social media handicapped. Just putting this video up is a big deal for me. I started an Instagram. I don't know how to use it. I mean, I've used it a little tiny bit. I think I'm following like all the biggest like people, but like I go weeks and weeks without ever even logging onto it. I'm just like social media completely handicapped. So that's something that has to change, or I have to hire someone. I'm making about $8 grand a month right now in sales. The past couple days have been really slow for me. I've been like probably at about $200 a day for the last few days, and that's why I have time to start making these videos. And anyway, so I'll be doing more videos later, like to tell who I am and what I'm selling. But I just wanted to give a little snippet really quick of what I'm going to be listing today. So I'm going to be listing this stack of suits right here. They're pretty much Jos A Bank, and I did grab this one, Saddlebred, and that's not normally a brand that I would normally do, but it was new with tags, so I grabbed it. I'm also going to be listing this men's vented North Face shirt. Those do pretty well, and they're in abundance down here because it's so hot here. I'm also going to be listing this men's pink fitted, so slim fit shirt. Express, new with tags. I'm going to be listing this, and this is kind of an experiment for me, but from what I've seen, they seem to do good. It's a men's vintage bomber jacket. Don't think it's a major brand. I haven't looked it up yet. But it's in such great shape. So I'm gonna list it, and who knows? I mean, I might get $75 for it. That'd be great. What else do I have here? This brand is a brand that I learned, you know, just getting into women's clothes down here. It's a really expensive brand. It's called Millie. I don't know if you can see that, Millie. And it's a skirt. It's a woman's skirt. This is another brand that I pick up when I see it, and it does really well for me. Now, my question of the day is this Coogi or Coogie? Don't know how, but I sell a lot of it. Also, I'm going to be listing this fabulous trench coat today. It's Vertigo Paris. Vertigo Paris does really well for me. Every time I see one of these trenches, I pick it up. I've sold them in zebra, leopard. This is a nice houndstooth pattern. Can't wait to get that on today. This is just cake. I mean, they don't even sell for a lot anymore, but they're super easy to photograph, and they sell right away. And this one's a really nice one, so it's in great condition. New brand also. It's a really cute top with, it's got some fairy embroidery on it and a nice button-up neck. It's like a Victorian style, right? And the brand of this is called Muchacha. This is so light, I don't even think it's going to be over 4 ounces. It might be 5, but that being said, that means that I probably paid 40 cents for this at the bins. So that's a little look at my pile that I'm going to be listing today. And I wish you all luck. Happy listing. Talk to you soon.